Just kind of comes with playing the game and having fun, as you guys know.
Caitlin Clark, one of the most extraordinary athletes in the world of basketball, has captured the attention of fans, sports enthusiasts, and the media alike. Hailing from the University of Iowa, Caitlin has not only etched her name in the history books as the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I women's basketball, but she also made a remarkable transition to the professional stage with the WNBA. In 2024, she was selected as the #1 overall pick in the WNBA draft, and her trajectory has continued to soar from there. Caitlin's impressive accomplishments didn't end with being drafted. She went on to win the WNBA Assists Championship, make it to the All-Star Game, and secure the prestigious title of WNBA Rookie of the Year. However, what makes Caitlin truly remarkable is not just her accolades, but her down-to-earth personality, dedication to improving, and her ability to inspire others. As she entered the new year of 2025, Caitlin appeared as the first guest of the year on the New Heights podcast, hosted by the Kelce brothers, Travis and Jason Kelce.
The Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, Miss Caitlin Clark. Please welcome.
This podcast appearance gave fans a closer look into her mindset, her journey, and her outlook on the future of her career. During this special podcast, Caitlin shared insights about her journey through basketball, from her humble beginnings to becoming a household name in the sport. She revealed that her massive list of accomplishments, including breaking 62 records in her rookie season, wasn't something she set out to achieve for the sake of recognition.
I think that the Time Athlete of the Year was cool too, just because you see the list of all the athletes that they've had prior to me.
To Caitlin, the focus has always been on improving herself, pushing boundaries, and dedicating herself fully to her craft. Whether it's her incredible scoring record, her leadership on the court, or her ability to assist and create plays, Caitlin's goal has never been to rack up accolades, but rather to be the best version of herself on and off the court. Caitlin emphasized that she doesn't chase awards or titles. They are simply the natural result of her commitment and love for the game of basketball. She pointed out that for her, being recognized as an academic All-American holds just as much significance as her athletic achievements.
Academic All-American. She was proud of me for being a good student in college. So
That's that answer.
Nobody
Love
talks
that
about
answer
that.
from Mom. What I'm talking about.
As her academic accomplishments are a direct reflection of her commitment to learning and growing as an individual. In fact, Caitlin stressed the importance of this academic recognition not only for herself, but also for her family, highlighting how proud her parents and loved ones are of her success in both basketball and academics.
I was into business school. I got my degree in marketing. So.
This speaks volumes about Caitlin's character. She's not just focused on sports. She's committed to being a well-rounded individual and setting an example for those who look up to her. Throughout the podcast, Caitlin also opened up about her experiences in transitioning from college basketball to the professional world.
Life just changes fast, but that's what makes it fun and cool. And, quickly started a new chapter of my life too, like moving here to Indianapolis. And
while many of her peers might have struggled with the change, Caitlin expressed immense gratitude for the veterans and teammates who helped guide her through the early stages of her career. She explained that having a strong support system was key to her smooth transition into the WNBA, and she's thankful for the advice and mentorship she's received from players who have been through it all.
You're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you like you got to perform and be what they drafted you to be, and that can be tough.
This willingness to learn from others and accept help shows Caitlin's humility and her understanding that growth is a continuous journey, one that doesn't stop once you reach a certain level. The Kelce brothers took the opportunity to ask Caitlin about her perspective on the world of professional basketball, including the evolution of the game and how she views the challenges and changes in the sport.
That's just how the world works, and especially with social media, people see a lot of your life, but that's what makes it fun. And
Caitlin expressed her views candidly, offering her thoughts on everything from the dynamics between players to how basketball has evolved in recent years. One particularly interesting point she made was her observation that the decline in NBA viewership could be attributed to fans struggling to keep up with the increasing sophistication of the game. As the game has evolved, players are more skilled than ever before, and their style of play has become more complex, which, Caitlin suggested, can make it harder for fans to appreciate the nuances of the sport.
So many cool opportunities too. So it's crazy, like looking back at a year ago today or around this time, like.
Despite this, Caitlin remains optimistic about the future of basketball, both for the NBA and for women's basketball, believing that these changes are only making the sport more exciting and interesting. Her thoughts on the future of basketball also extended to the growth of women's sports, something that she is incredibly passionate about. Caitlin believes that the spotlight on women's sports is growing, and she's excited to be part of that movement. She's driven to continue raising awareness about the immense talent present in women's basketball and to help push for greater recognition of female athletes across all sports. Caitlin's focus on pushing boundaries isn't just about her own career. She's dedicated to paving the way for future generations of women in basketball. But it wasn't all serious conversation on the podcast. Caitlin's natural sense of humor shone through in the lighter moments as well. One of the funniest anecdotes she shared was about her attempts at golf.
I think like golf makes me more mad because I'm not as good at it. Like I'm just like the average hack, and like you want to be good, like you're competitive, just like basketball or football. Like
where she hilariously admitted to being terrible at the sport. She described a moment when she accidentally hit the ball in such a way that it sent her and her friends into fits of laughter. These candid moments only enhanced Caitlin's relatability, as she demonstrated that, despite being one of the most accomplished basketball players in the world, she is still just a regular person who knows how to laugh at herself. This sense of humor, coupled with her humility, makes Caitlin a beloved figure among her fans, as they see not just a sports icon, but someone who is authentic and approachable. Caitlin's ability to balance being a world-class athlete with staying grounded and true to herself is what truly sets her apart from other athletes. While her skill on the basketball court is undeniable, it is her character and her authenticity that make her a true role model for fans, both young and old. Her journey from a small-town Iowa girl to a global sports sensation is a testament to her hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Whether it's talking about her career achievements.
I think if my basketball career would have ended, I still would have loved sports just because it was like such a huge part of my childhood and like what I did.
Sharing her personal stories or offering her thoughts on the future of the game, Caitlin Clark is a true ambassador for basketball. As she continues to break records and win accolades, it's clear that Caitlin's influence goes far beyond the basketball court. She is a symbol of what it means to strive for excellence while staying true to oneself, and her legacy is just beginning. Looking ahead, Caitlin's future in basketball seems incredibly bright. With her continued success on the court, her growing influence off the court, and her commitment to improving the sport, Caitlin is poised to become one of the most impactful figures in the world of sports for years to come. Fans around the world are eagerly watching as Caitlin Clark continues to make history. And it's clear that her story is one of inspiration, perseverance, and passion. Whether she's leading her team to victory, sharing her experiences with fans, or simply being herself, Caitlin Clark is an athlete, a role model, and a true star. The best is yet to come for this rising legend. Don't forget to show some love by subscribing and hitting the like button.